Okay, students, let's go back to our seats. Thank you very much for playing this game. We have learned new words that we're gonna use tonight in our class. And I want you to look on your desk. I have some materials that we're gonna use for our class tonight. And tonight we're gonna talk about our new verb, which is this one that I just wrote in here, is the verb can. And this one gives us the opportunity to show if we have some abilities or possibilities to do things. So the verb can is an ability or a possibility. For example, if I say I can read, correct. So that means that I am able to do it, right? Very well. Now, in this class, we are going to learn how to create sentences using this new verb that we have learned, which is on your vocabulary list. And then we're gonna learn how to do it in positive form, negative form, and how to create questions. On your desk, I left also a sheet that I want you to look at it right now, where I put the formula or the structure that we use for this verb and how we are going to create our sentences. So I want you to look, please, first here on the board, and I wrote it. So when we are writing sentences that are positive, we are going to use the subject. Do you remember the subjects? Yes, Maria? I, you, she, he, we, you for plural, very well, Robert, and they. Very good. Now, if you see here, we can use any of our list of subjects plus the verb that we're learning, which let us know that we have the ability to do something, and then we have a base verb. And the base verb are what I gave you on the list of the vocabulary list that you can use today for this class that we're learning, okay? Now, when we are using the positive form, we are going to select our subject depending on who we are talking about. In this case, I'm going to say I, okay? So I put an example here. I can sing. Now you have it on your list, that word sing, la, 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 right? So I can sing. That means I am able to sing. Not that good, but I am, okay? So I am able to sing. So this one is in positive form. I can sing, right? Now, if you look on your sheet, we have the next one, which is the negative form. And the negative form has the structure of the subject plus the negative, can't or cannot, and then the base verb. And for my first example, I can sing. I can now do this in negative form, and it will be I can't sing or I cannot sing. Everybody with me? Yes. Positive form, subject, the verb that we're using, that in this case is can, and we say that can is a possibility of something that we are able to do, and then the base verb or the action that we are doing, right? Then we have the negative form, subject, the verb that we're using, but this time we're using a negative, can't or cannot, which is the complete. Can't is like the short can, cannot is the complete thing. And then our base verb. Very good. Now, we also can transform this into a question. And if you look on your sheets, you can also see the formula to change it to a question. And when we change it to a question, we switch the verb that we're using, that in this case is can, and then we do the subject, and then correct the base verb. And that way we can create a question. Can I sing? I put it here on the board, but you also have it on your sheet as an example. We can change this subject to Pedro can sing, or Maria can cook. Yes, that's part of our, that's one of the words in our vocabulary list. And so you see how you can use all your words that you have in your vocabulary list, and then you can make sentences, and that indicates us if a person is able to do or not certain things or certain activities. We also saw the question, but do you remember in other classes that we have had, we learned the 5 W's. What are those? What, why, when, how, who. Correct. If we want to add that to our question, we can do it. Let's say I ask Maria, what can you cook? Correct. So we add it at the beginning, and then we say, what can you cook? Maria can respond, I can cook beans, or I can cook chicken, right? So you see how we can use this verb as a possibility, an ability that we can do, and then do it in a positive sentence, do it in a negative sentence, or a question. I want you to look on your desk. I left an exercise that you are going to do where you can make questions or write questions, write positive sentences, write negative sentences. I'm giving you 5 minutes. I'm gonna walk around to see if you understood what we just talked about. If you have questions, I will be right there to help you. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna proceed with another exercise where you are going to ask your classmate some questions to get information using our new verb, can, and we are going to use it in positive, negative form, question form. And then at the very end of our class, you are going to use your Google Classroom on your tablets to do one more exercise, and then there's gonna be one for homework, okay? Let's start with this exercise to practice our new verb and our new structure. 5 minutes, then we'll come back and we'll discuss. Count of 3, 1, 2, 3, go.